God has blessed me with the responsibility of being the earthly father to 3 and the husband of 1. And I don't take that job lightly. Dad or hubby isn't just a title for me. It's a calling, a duty, and a daily assignment to protect what he has entrusted to me. And not just from the obvious, but also from the subtle things that creeps in quiet. My job is to stand between my family and the world, to lead and cover them, to make sure my children not only feel safe and seen today, but also strong and ready for the time they have to step into the world on their own. My job is also to make sure my wife isn't just surviving, but growing and flourishing and becoming everything God designed her to be. But the truth is, I can't leave where I refuse to grow. So there's plenty work I do on myself because the strength of my family depends on it. And that's a responsibility I'm willing to carry every single day because he called me to it and I decided to answer. My wife loves when I'm in the kitchen, and it's not just because she gets a break from it, but because your boy came a long way from playing with the pots and pans. I went from pork and beans and weenies to one heck of a breakfast sandwich, onto meals like what I'm making right now, a crispy red snapper spaghetti. See, Britt loves pasta, and I love fried snapper. So tonight, I decided to combine 2 of our favorite meals into one dish. And spoiler alert, it was absolutely delicious and she loved it. A few years ago, I wouldn't have dared to come in the kitchen and try something new like this. But the more weekends I spent cooking dinner, the more confident I became experimenting. I started out cooking to give my wife a break. Now I cook more often than she even needs me to. Random nights, I'll tell her, "Hey babe, don't worry about dinner tonight. I got it." And she still gets excited every time. See, really, I'm not a chef. I just cook a lot.
Damn, I'm out that time.
You good? Mm-hmm. Keep showing. You ready?
I'm trying. That person scared the heck out of me. Ow.
Why do that? Do I start at the top? What about?
Whichever feels natural to you. I don't know. You watched all the videos.
You gotta wipe the stuff off. So.
Oh, it's burning!
It's like a slide.
Push up, touch the shoulder, push up, touch the shoulder, push up, touch the knee, push up, touch the knee, push up, touch the foot, push up, touch the foot, push up, swing, toe touch, push up, swing, toe touch, push up, Mike Tyson, push up, crawl up, squat, that's 1 rep.
I bought a house in Texas over FaceTime during the middle of COVID. I was expecting high temps, Zurich gardens, cowboy hats, and boots. What I didn't anticipate was being snowed in once or twice a year. The city shuts down and freezes in place. Everyone seems to get quiet and everything seems to stand still. So that's when we just lean into the basics. While the beef slow smoked quite a few hours outside in the snow, I prepped the stew on the stove, filled with fresh carrots, green beans, onions, and potatoes, while the rest of the fam thawed out in front of the fireplace after going sledding. There's no rushing moments like this. No pressure to be anywhere else. Just a warm house, a pot on the stove, and the smell of Papa Bear's beef stew filling the air. A reminder that taking care of your people is enough. Sometimes the best meals come from just showing up and being present right where you are. Valentine's Day isn't just about the flowers or the dress. It's about intention. And yes, the details do matter, as well as your presence. And the scent she notices before I even say a word. A Zara on the neck and on the wrist seals the deal. Because when she leans in and smiles like that, I know I got it just right. It's date night time with my forever Valentine. Rubbing aloe on your face will reduce acne, decrease inflammation, fight aging, hydrate, and heal your skin. But if you cut into an aloe vera leaf sword and add its gel into a blender with fresh apples, squeezed lime juice, skinned kiwi, and maybe a splash of honey if you like that sweetness, You have yourself a skin-supporting smoothie rich in vitamin C and E, B9, fiber, and antioxidants that help promote collagen production and gut health, which are crucial to promoting healthy skin and healing your wounds. Mid-set smell check failed the test, so I literally ran the Target for this Degree Whole Body Deodorant. Under $10, say less. They have both the stick and spray. Smells amazing and helps keep me fresh all day and night. I had to snag a few because it's $1.50 off one on the Target app. Derm tested and I feel good using it anywhere. Shop Degree Whole Body Deodorant at Target because your whole body will thank you. When daddy's in the kitchen, it's always a good time. And that's because my wife cooks her butt off from Sunday to Thursday. And then when the weekend hits, Fridays and Saturdays are when it's my time to shine. And I have to put my best foot forward because I only have 2 days to show up. And it's nothing like hearing one of my daughters say, "You made this, Daddy? This is good." And for me, not only is the taste important, but also how it's done. I don't always choose to do things the conventional way. I flip meat with my fingers. I use big knives to cut small things. I even break spaghetti noodles in two. So you can say when it comes to the kitchen, I'm kind of a rebel. Truth is, that's how I make things fun and interesting to me. And as a bonus, my kids think I'm just the coolest daddy chef ever. So in the end, that's definitely a win. My wife told me I wasn't boyfriend material right after I said, "Girl, I'd marry you." Her exact words were, "You ain't about that life, Daryl." And I couldn't blame her. My reputation had preceded me. But the problem was, she knew about me, but she didn't know me though. It had been 5 years since we had first spoken to each other. And during that time, I did, kind of sort of get around, so to speak. But I knew she was wrong about me. So my response was, "Girl, I'm about whatever life you could think of." She laughed, we talked for a while, and eventually I invited her back into my apartment, where the party had pretty much turned into a chill kickback. Her feet were hurting, so I carried her down the stairs. Then I shot my shot all night long. And I missed every single time, barely even hitting the rim. And later on, I would have found out why. Fast forward a few weeks later, it's summertime, and most students have gone home to be with their family, except for a few of us still on campus. She would come around to hang with her friends, and her friends would hang with my friends. Some drinks, a board game, or a deck of cards. And before long, we became dedicated spades partners. And we were pretty much unbeatable on the table. And this is where things really got interesting. Everybody want to know, how'd I meet my wife? One of my most frequently asked questions. Well, I first met her at a high school track meet. She was a junior and I was a senior. One of her teammates were dating my relay partner, and we all ended up hanging out one minute at a meet one weekend. So they introduced us. I only said 2 words to her, "What's up?" And she hit me back with one, "Hey." And that would be the only words we exchanged with each other until 5 years later I was throwing a huge party per usual. Music loud, house packed, everybody vibing except for her. While all of her friends were inside enjoying themselves, she was outside by herself leaning on the wall with her arms crossed. I could tell the party wasn't her type of vibe, which honestly was probably a good thing because my parties didn't always attract the best crowd. So I walked up to her and I said, "Girl, I'd marry you." She looked me in the eyes, glanced down at the gold grill in my mouth, and said, "You ain't about that life, Daryl." And that is where the story really begins. By the way, this roasted duck turned out phenomenally. Recipe link in the bio. You gotta try it.
Crazy, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong?
It tickled.